Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Mandy, and today we're going to do a Firefly reading. As you can tell by my voice, I'm getting over being sick. I'm not sure if I'm getting over, is it just progressing and continuing? But I'm on antibiotics and all the good stuff, so it's just working itself out, but I sound terrible. If hearing my voice like this is going to trigger you throughout this reading, please don't listen to it. Okay, I'm sure I'm going to have to like cough and drink tea and like all this stuff. So if you're not up for that, like please don't listen. But if you are and you think my voice, my tractor sounds sexy, then by all means, man, I should have done a love reading. That would be what 900 numbers are for. Anyway, okay, you guys. So we're gonna do a Firefly reading, and basically the Firefly readings for me are general readings, and kind of whatever comes out comes out. I'm just the limo driver. And it's the idea of illuminating the darkness about a situation. Okay, so whatever comes out, and we're just going to get into it. So, Spirit, how are we feeling here? What's going on? Where do we want to start? I feel called to these guys and these guys. Okay. For the highest good of all. Spirit, for the highest good of all. What do my fireflies need to hear tonight? You guys, if seeing this shuffle bores the hell out of you, by all means, fast forward. I'd like for you to enjoy your flight. And prepare yourself for a lot of dad jokes, apparently. Just like random things that don't even make sense. Spirit, can I get one more? Oh, there's a lot. I'm just going to take this top one. What's that guy, though? Okay. All right. I like this. Okay. So, you guys, this is for, make sure I'm filming and make sure you can see everything. There we go. A little better for y'all. Okay. So this reading tonight is going to be for people that need clarity and have no idea what the fuck they're doing. And honestly, in the collective, there's a lot of that right now. In my own life, in other people's lives, just kind of hearing like, I want to take charge. I'm ready to get back into my life. I just need some clarity on like which direction to go. I feel like I had a friend recently say that she doesn't even feel like she's gotten to the starting blocks of her life yet, and she's, 40 something. And it's like, I can understand that. So there's a few different things here. We've got lots of guidance, and then we've got the situation. So here's the situation right where now we are in what feels very unstable uh, part of our life. Okay, it's not forever. It's a transition. We're transitioning from something into something else. For some of us, we're transmuting into something else. Okay, we're taking something negative into something positive. But for most of us, I feel like it's like we've done the work and now it's just like, okay, like I've got this energy, like I'm anxious, like can we get started? Like I have to, like I'm ready to make my money and I'm ready to like, live a purposeful life. So for those that are really struggling with that, Spirit's like, you're not doing anything wrong. Okay, you're not bad. You're not, because you don't have clarity, it doesn't mean that, you're not being rewarded. It doesn't mean you're behind. It doesn't mean anything like that. It just means not everything is illuminated yet. It means that we are learning to trust our inner wisdom. We're taking this time to just be, to observe our lives, to go within, heal the past, do the shadow work. And for some of us, we might be like, I've been doing the fucking shadow work, like what's next? But this isn't punishment, okay? Like I need to make that very clear. This isn't punishment, okay? She who comes, look at this girl, okay? She's in all white. There's a purity here. She is an owl. This is wisdom, okay? And the wisdom that is required here is just acceptance. It's patience. It's when Spirit doesn't give us answers, it's not because they want to fuck us over. It's because we're not supposed to have answers yet. We're just supposed to be. We're just supposed to flow. And we're just supposed to give ourselves some time, some grace, release some of that anxiety, just be. Like get off social media for a bit, do things that make you happy, get out, like have some belly laughs, go have some fun. That's what is required of us right now. That's all. Okay, and then soon, she who brings light, this Blanche character, okay, light, serenity, beacon. Soon we'll begin to get those sparks of inspiration. We'll begin to feel the right steps. We'll begin to get that clarity, okay? Where things weren't illuminated, she's in the darkness. Blanche is she who brings to light, okay? This is like sunlight. This is that warmth on your face. This is, turning the light on and being like, oh, I can see now, okay? And then we have Primavera, she who begins, launch, actualize potential, okay? So this is just a transition for us, okay? So don't freak out. Don't worry. For those of you that are really stressed with money, I know you're probably like, go fuck yourself, Mandy. And I totally get it, okay? Like I know how hard it is to like put the brakes on when we need answers like 5 months ago. Like when we don't know how we're going to pay our rent, or we don't know, there's a lot of pressure and a lot of anxiety, and Spirit doesn't want us to manifest from that place. Okay. It's really hard to get clear. Like anxiety and depression and like those kind of dark places that are totally human. Okay. There's no judgment here, but they tend to block our intuition. So the more that we can just be, flow, chop wood, carry water, okay, to get out of escapism, okay, to get out of our vices, and to just be, to go turtle pace, to kind of like put the brakes on, just slow to a very steady crawl. That's all that's required right now. Because soon things will be illuminated and you can begin. And this is all still part of that transformation. Look at all of those butterflies, okay? Beautiful. Butterflies represent transformation, by the way. Okay. Then we've got the courageous peony, multifaceted, unique nature, let yourself be seen. So a lot of this coming through right now this year. Let your freak flag fly, be seen, be your unique, authentic self, show up. This kind of reminds me of, it's not at all, but in photography, like making headdresses or headpieces out of flowers or materials, or, it's like a weird card. It looks like she's in some crazy ass gown. Okay, so there's something about just letting inspiration take you and being your unique self. It's a calling, it's divine inspiration. Spirit wants us to shake up, how we style ourselves, to shake up our ideas, how we show up in the world, and just kind of, and I'm not just talking about like fashion, but just in general. You know, have you always wanted to get that tattoo? Have you always wanted to express yourself in ways that are a little bit more unique than other people? And Spirit is here for it. You will be blessed for it immensely. Then we have Earth School, Life Lessons, Soul Growth, Study, Higher Learning. So, you know, once the brakes are, we turn the brakes off and we've got our foot on the gas and we're moving forward. Okay, this is about always being a student. This is about finding mentors. This is about soul study, growth. It's about taking a deep dive. I mean, this person is literally diving out of a flower, a star, I don't know what, but it's crazy, into themselves. And that's what's being required of us right now, to dive into ourselves and find out who we really are, find out how, you know, what we really want. How have we shown up in our lives? What money blocks do we have? What relationship blocks do we have? How do we show up in relationships? How do we show up in our career and finances? Like, all that stuff really matters. And we take it with us into new experiences and situations. For example, I have, you know, in my 20s, I moved out to LA to pursue acting and comedy. I did everything I could. I was not a lazy actor. I took classes, I performed, I did all the things. It didn't pan out how I thought it was going to pan out. Then I became a baker, and I've been baking my whole life, and I tried to find investors or real business plans. I did all the things. I, you know, worked as a baker and could not find someone to help me open my business. And I was just so sick of working for other people at that point. It's like, I know my stuff is as good as your stuff. You know, like, it didn't seem fair. And then, you know, photography, like, I also had a photography business and I opened and closed it very quickly. And so I just feel like Spirit has never really blessed how hard I've worked to put all of that stuff in. And it's just kind of like, well, what now? Like, I'm scared to put my energy into anything else because what's the point? So, like, those are my blocks. And Spirit's like, no, like, this is different. And it's so hard to trust. So whatever that is for you, this is your time to find out, like, what gets your goat. Like, what is blocking you? What are you really passionate about? And just kind of like find out as much as you can, like you were dating yourself. You know, like when we're in love, we just want to know everything about that other person, and everything is just, oh my gosh, so fascinating. And you know, you see them as magical and everything like that. And that's how we need to view ourselves right now. Okay, and then on the bottom, we've got portal. Doors are opening, you decide, rewards, wild card. So for anybody that is unsure of the trajectory of their life, Spirit's like, trust it, okay? You're like doing all this energetic work on yourselves right now, and or should be, because there is a purpose here. Okay, there's a portal opening for you, for rewards. Okay, this is kind of like Six of Wands energy to me, where it's like fame, recognition, or like Nine of Cups energy, like wish fulfillment. And ultimately, Spirit's saying you decide, which is so annoying for like a Libra such as myself. Hard to make decisions, hard to find that balance, but we have free will, we have choice. And Spirit's saying, like, whichever direction you want to go in, as long as you put the work in and you're always growing and you're always studying and you're always, and for some of us, this might be legitimate classes. This could be college. This could be really going to school or taking classes. But if we continue to like analyze ourselves, observe ourselves, find out what we really want, we'll know the best decisions to make. And if you're really freaking out about it, it's great to do some scripting. Grab a journal and just start writing. I trust my intuition. I always make the best decisions. What's another good one? Trust my intuition. Always make the best decisions. I don't know. Everything always works out for me. What I want wants me more. You know, just like anything to kind of like any disbeliefs you have, you can flip the switch with manifestation. Okay, so if you're concerned about, what am I trying to say here? Sorry, I just lost it because I have to blow my nose. Oh, sickness. Okay, so yeah, so any doubts that you have, you guys flip the switch with the narrative of what you script. Okay, so if you're like, oh, things don't work out for me, and that's so nice for other people, things always work out for me. I trust my intuition. I'm a badass motherfucker. Like, whatever you need to say to yourself to pump yourself up, do it every day. Before you go to bed, just script, like just 100 times. Marie Forleo, before she wrote her book, every night, I think she wrote 100 times every night, I have a #1, New York Times bestseller. This shit works. I'm telling you, I've done it my whole life. Okay. Let's see what else Spirit has here. I'm going to take a quick sip of tea. Sorry, guys. Okay. What next? Yeah, let's do these ones. Okay. What else you got, Spirit? Wow. Yeah, we're really learning. What this time is for is to change up our belief systems. No, where'd it go? There was another one in here. Thought. Okay, I'll get one more. Okay, anything else in your Spirit since I just fucked up your cards? Yeah. Patience is a virtue. What? Your beliefs are right for you. Abundance is your right. Patience is a virtue. Ask for guidance. There's a lot about our rights here, about kind of demanding. Yeah, you can see those. Okay. A lot about our rights. Abundance is your right. Your beliefs are right for you. We've got some red and we've got some blue. So there's something about our stability, this root chakra energy, where we just want to create stability for ourselves. And we want to be able to speak our truth and to express ourselves effectively and communicate well. Spirit saying ask for guidance. I'm going to get clarity on that. Like, ask for guidance from who? But ultimately, patience is a virtue, okay? And patience is the most annoying word in the human language, in my humble opinion. But there is a lesson here, and the lesson is to change up our belief systems. Right now, I don't feel like we fully believe that we can have it all. We fully believe that we can have our dreams. And for most of us, I mean, there's reasons why. And Spirit wants us to really examine those reasons. Do we think we're too old? Do we think we're washed up? Do we think we're too fat? Do we think we're not good enough? Do we think we're unworthy? Do we think we have to do something that we hate because that's what brings in the money? Do we have, like there's so many lies we tell ourselves. There's so many perceptions and then things society puts on us and family and friends. And like, it's the whole thing. But Spirit's saying like, your beliefs are right for you. That niggling, that whatever that is, that little spark of divine inspiration hitting your ear really annoyingly, okay? It's calling to you for a reason, calling to us for a reason. And we need to believe that abundance is our right. Okay, for some of us, we have significant money blocks. Okay, like maybe your family told you like, why do you need that? Like that's too good for you. Or I remember like growing up, I never, like everybody had Gap jeans in my high school. And I never wanted to ask my mom because my sisters were kind of the hellraisers of the family. And I just kind of wanted to be like quiet and just like, yes, ma'am, like, let's just get along. And my sisters weren't even like bad or anything, but I didn't want to ask for a thing. Like, and so like, I always got jeans from Walmart. And I always felt like left out. I always felt like not good enough, with the other girls. And the whole time I could have just been like, Mom, can I get like one pair of like Gap jeans? Like I didn't have I was scared. Like I didn't have the self-esteem or the self-worth to be like, it would really mean a lot to me to have Gap jeans, like just one pair, but instead, like I just kind of wasn't willing to speak my truth or express myself in that way because I didn't want to be a burden. So that was like a weird money block for me. Also a weird story. You're welcome. Demand Gap jeans from your parents, kids. But yeah, like there are beliefs that we have, rich people are bad. If I have money, am I going to have to take care of everybody? If I have money, am I going to have to, what does that mean? Or, am I going to feel guilty that, my friend, she's doing stuff. How come I get the money? It can be a whole thing. So the more that we can believe that we're worthy of it, that we're not bad, that we're not evil for wanting abundance, wanting a joyful life, the more that this is going to progress in our favor. And your beliefs, what you believe, it's right for you, okay? Nothing evil about it, anything about it. Spirit just really wants you to believe. Okay, Spirit, what is this ask for guidance? Who should we be asking guidance for? Kind of just see what comes out, see if... You know what? Let's get an angel card. I mean, angels are always great to ask, but... Spirit, ask for guidance from who? Okay, this is Archangel Jophiel. Honor your beauty. For some of us, we don't think that we are good enough. We're good looking enough. Okay, like we have like body issues, self-esteem issues. I mean, hello, women in America. It's so freaking hard. The expectations, it's insane. But this is all about beauty. Okay, so thank you, Jophiel, for helping me discover my inner and outer beauty. Okay, inner and outer beauty. So ask for guidance from her when you're feeling not good enough in that regard. When we compare ourselves to others, I mean, social media is such a shit show of comparison. It can really, really, really affect us. I mean, studies are done that it makes people depressed. It can make me depressed for sure. How come they have this? How come they, and it's stupid and vapid and superficial, but we see it every day and we want the likes and we want the, whatever. Yeah. Take time to breathe. Thank you, angels. I breathe with ease, knowing you're here. Okay, so ask for guidance from your soul tribe, from your spirit guides, your angels, your ancestry. There's a lot of power there, a lot of help and assistance there. And while she's like alone on this beach, she's like living the life. She's fine to be alone. There's a difference between isolation and loneliness, okay? Solitude and loneliness. So then rather than go to that lonely aspect, go to a place of solitude and know that you've got the party with you, okay? And that they're spirits, bunch of party animals. Like they love it. They're always down to dance. They're down for laughs. Like they like to have a good time too. They remember. Speak your truth. Okay, so remember that throat chakra I mentioned. Okay, speak your truth. This is Archangel Gabriel. Thank you, Gabriel, for helping me to speak with integrity. Okay, so to be integral. So ask for guidance when we're concerned. I'm just like, how can I move through here integrally? Like, how can I get out of the situation? How can I get into something I really want to do? How can I, like, it kind of reminds me of like being an actor in LA, and I never wanted to, hit up people, producers, agents I came across, because I knew that they knew that I was selling myself, and I just always felt so gross about that. Like, I don't want this person to think I'm just talking to them because whatever, but I was. And they know that. So it was like stupid. I should have just talked to people. But so like being able to like show up for yourself and be like, yes, I'm here to sell myself, but here's what I can offer, you know? And this is about self-worth, like for sure. It doesn't just, you know, it doesn't have to be outer beauty. I don't want people to get hung up on the outer beautiness of it. But, and she reminds me of Demi Lovato. And that song, Confident, is coming to mind. So listen to that. Maybe for some of you, it might be a message in there. It's just our self-worth, okay? Being good enough in the eyes of other people. Shine your light, Archangel Uriel. Thank you, Uriel, for helping me to share my light with the world. Okay, let yourself be seen here. Okay, the courageous peony, multifaceted, unique nature. Let yourself be seen. Okay, so when you're afraid to be your authentic self, when it feels scary, when we don't know how to express ourselves creatively, for some of us, this can even be sexually. There's a lot of sacral chakra energy here. And the sacral chakra represents creativity, sexuality. So yeah, interesting. So that's who we're going to ask for guidance. Okay, ask those angels and trust that they're going to show up for you. Okay. I don't feel like this needs to be much longer. But let's see. Let's see if we can get some more specifics about the situation. Spirit, what else do you want to talk about here? Yeah, okay. So for some of us, we are we need to, or we are walking away from something that no longer serves us. Okay, we are in transition. So for a lot of us, we're moving from one kind of version of ourselves into another. Okay, this is a time of transition. But with Six of Swords, I mean, that is a rite of passage. That's we're on the boat, we're headed west, like we're done. Sayonara. Eight of Cups, we're walking away from things that no longer serve us. We're walking away from relationships, careers, anything that doesn't feel authentic or real. It's just like gross, like we can't do it anymore. This is the guidance here. Nine of Swords energy, okay, reversed. We're coming out of this energy. If we truly take a different path, take the path we've never taken, changed it up, allow ourselves to feel stable and secure in ourselves, speak our truth. If we take this time for these deep dives, okay, we will come out of that anxiety and feel at peace. Okay, right now there's a very strong mentality of that's so nice for them. How come they have that? It's like a jealousy, it's an envy, it's feelings of fear, of isolation. Moving on, like, you know, we're looking at the glass half full, then glass half empty rather than half full. Okay, it's a very jealous kind of mentality a little bit. Okay, but we got to walk away from that attitude. Okay, it's reversed. So I feel like we are, like, because this is the current stamp on the collective energy. We are coming out of a time of this Nine of Swords energy, which is high anxiety, high worry, inability to speak our truth, inability to take action. Okay, it's just like stagnation. It's just like such a fearful stagnation. And then this feeling kind of like down and out and just like, what's the point? You know, we don't want to be in that energy. So Spirit's like, move on, like do the things that you know you need to do to like give yourself a grander life and grander existence. You know, we all deserve it. We're very, very, very powerful, and Spirit like wants us to know that and to know like even if we don't feel like we've got any fight left in us, like we always do, there's always a spark if we just choose to see it. A glimmer of hope. Okay, Spirit, what else? Failure. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. So this is absolutely, this Five of Cups is a card of regret for sure. And it is right on top of, you know, all of those self-worth cards, okay? So something like we feel like we're a failure for certain things in our life. Maybe we've lost our way a bit. Maybe, you know, like I've tried for everything and I failed at everything. You know, like maybe, you know, we don't have the success that we want yet. Maybe things haven't worked out for us. Maybe we took some risks and we've fallen flat on our face. Maybe we owe people money. Indecision. Okay, this is where that Nine of Swords energy is coming. It's like that's where all the anxiety is. I feel like a failure. I'm not good enough. You know, what is the point? You know, it's just not going to work out again. And Spirit's like, it's a big ass decision right now. Okay, you can go the way you've always gone and just kind of, you know, vice yourself to death, you know, cope, escape, numb, and get more of the same. And it's horrible. Oh my God, like a number of years I spent kind of doing that, putting all my energy into work and just being like, you know, I'm just going to stay busy and I'm not going to think about it. I'm just going to stay busy and I'm just going to keep going and going and going. And one day my life will get better. And Spirit's like, not how that works. Okay. We need to be mindful. We need to show up for ourselves. We need to wake the fuck up. Okay. Put our head in the toilet, give ourselves a swirly, like whatever. But wake up. You're not a failure, guys. Let me tell you, I have made some big, shitty ass mistakes in my life, like big ones. And I'm not a failure because if I didn't make those decisions, I wouldn't be who I am today. I certainly wouldn't be doing tarot. So we need to let go of, you know, when we're not in our self-esteem, when we're not in our power, when we're low vibe, we make a lot of excuses for ourselves to stay stuck and stagnant. And Spirit hates that for us because, you know, does it look at that joy? Does this look like stuck and stagnant? This is celebration, okay? And we can change that energy. Here's the good news, you guys. We can change that energy in an instant. Whoa. Yeah. And underneath, we've got Four of Coins, which is a very stabilized energy, okay? Yeah, like come out. For some of us, this is addiction. For some of us, we are numbing, we are escaping. This could be like real drugs. This could be alcoholism, sexaholism. That sounds like such a stupid word, but like, you know, numbing through partners, too many partners. If that's not good for us, you'll know that if, you know, I don't want to sex shame anybody. You'll know for you, like if that's not good, like through food, drinking. There's lots of different ways that we numb ourselves. But yeah, if you want real stability, okay, we need to get out of this mentality of I'm a failure, and we need to make the decision to fight for ourselves. I think in the last video, I mentioned bridesmaids. Fight for your shitty life, Annie. Courage. Yes, Leo energy, strength card, lionesses, lions. Find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. Get out of this failure, get out of this low self-worth. Talk to Archangel Jophiel. And step into some courage and health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. You guys, I'm getting this message for myself, okay? Taking care of myself, honoring myself. For you guys as well. With these vices, okay, we've got the devil energy here. Okay, devil energy represents being chained to something. Okay, addictions. And I feel like for some of us in regard to health, we're on a really slippery slope. And I don't typically tend to be, I don't want to be like a fear monger, and I don't want to be like, pay me $25 to, or you're going to die. Like anything like that. I don't believe in being like negative like that. I feel, that's fucking disturbed. But I do want to say that if you're into some stuff where your health is kind of beginning to dwindle, it's kind of beginning to like affect you. For some of you, like I actually, I don't know. I want to say this sensitively because I don't want to freak anybody out. But like, let this be your wake up call, because I feel like you don't want to go down any roads you can't come out of. Okay, especially if we're talking about like hard drugs here, or certain addictions. Okay, like I care about y'all too much to watch you make really shitty life choices, because there's consequences of that. I used to do homeless work when I was a born again Christian. We'd go every year to like Coney Island and Brooklyn and talk to the homeless people, and you would be astounded how many of those people were like judges, lawyers, doctors, like whatever, that just a spouse died, they start drinking, and then next thing you know, they're homeless. And I know that sounds very dramatic and like, oh my God, some of you are like, this so isn't me. And that's fine. Okay, this is for significant, or not significant, like a small portion of you. But you're headed down a slippery slope, and it's not a message for everybody, but you'll know who it resonates for. And to be careful with your health. Okay, be really, really careful. All right, I'll leave that there because I don't want to be a psycho. Pride, yeah, self-respect. I love myself, and I see myself in everyone. There's something about really honoring ourselves again, like seeing the value, taking some pride, not just in how we look, not in our clothes, but like almost like in a sports team sort of way, like that character, that integrity that you kind of get from sports. Being like, my coach would fucking kill me if I didn't show up and honor myself, So take that how that resonates. Spirit, that was an interesting turn. Anything else here? Let's get some animal cards, and then we'll get some blessings, okay? Because I want to end this on a high note. And we kind of walk away from what no longer serves us, you guys. Time to take that deep dive so we can really, really, really start living our purpose. For some of us, that's getting on like regimens. Like, I don't mean like workout regimen or like, drop and give me 20. I mean like, getting up in the morning, early, scripting, doing some journaling, then maybe doing some yoga, or, go for a run, or like whatever that is for you before you go to work, or vice versa, like at the end of the night, just to check in with yourself. I'm not going to take reversals here because I'm not. Again, decisions and directions. Okay, it's shit or get off the pot time, really. I hate to be a hard ass after my last Firefly was pretty hard. But, they're like, are you just going to kind of keep living in this misery? Because it kills them, you guys. It kills your team. It kills your spirit team. This is like a little chameleon, okay? Chameleons are shapeshifters. They adapt to their circumstances. Yeah, the Hermit card on the bottom, contemplation, wisdom. This cute little fucking koala in that tree. I don't know if you guys have ever seen. It was weird. I don't know if you guys have ever seen real life koalas, but they're like ridiculously cute. Okay, the Hermit card, taking a time out. Taking that time for introspection, solitude. Find out what you really want. Hug a tree. Take a fucking nap. But not to escape, to heal. for the sake of your health. Okay, take care of yourself. Drink water. Eat healthy. Eat some leaves. Please. Okay, this is the end of a cycle. You guys decide what's next. Okay, Spirit has major blessings here. We've got the portal card. We've got like your freak flag fly, you know, be your unique self. Okay, it's all your choice. It's all your decision. Make beautiful ones. Okay, we have to be adaptable. We have to be able to flow with life circumstances. You know, when the waves come in and knock us, it's like, just kind of flow, like, flow, you know, flow yourself into shore, get back up again, get out there. Okay, it's not about drowning at the bottom because you got stuck, you know, missed a wave once while you were surfing, okay? But it's decision time. Take it very seriously. Because ultimately we have the Star card, peace, healing. The Star card for me is such a fucking hopeful card. You know, it's like the stars aligning for us. Still filming, okay. The stars aligning for us. Being the star of our own show, for me, it's like a lot of like recognition. It's not being afraid to be seen. It's like shining. It's glowing. And there's peace and healing here if we want it. And Spirit's like begging us to choose it. Just fucking choose it. You will feel so much better. And you'll realize how much was not required. You know, we think like it takes forever to get out of, you know, stagnation. And sometimes like we just kind of start doing the little things. Things start progressing so quickly. You wouldn't even imagine, like, oh my God. And then I believe we've got the Moon card here, the shadow, self-empowerment, ambition, which is interesting because that's not what I would consider the moon to be. But for me, this is like working on your shadow, okay, and your shadow aspects. When I say your shadow, I mean the things that we do that we don't like. We don't like what we don't want to show others to the world, you know. I don't want anybody to know that I spent 8 hours yesterday watching Netflix. I didn't. But, you know, like there's little things that we do, like guilt and shame, or I don't want to show anybody that it's, you know, vulnerability. I don't want to show anybody I have lack of self-esteem or self-worth. Like, I don't want to put myself out there like that. So I'm just gonna pretend like they don't exist. And Spirit's like, no, that's not who we are. What is actually self-empowering is embracing both of those aspects. That's where the real power lies. Because no matter what happens, no matter what anybody says or believes about us, we can own it. We can just be like, yeah, I made a mistake there. Or, yeah, you know, I'm having a really difficult time believing in myself right now. Or, yeah, you know, so it's like, who was just talking about this? Eminem in the movie 8 Mile, where he, you know, does his rap battle, and the way he wins is that he calls himself out on every shitty aspect of his life. Because he knows the other guy's going to come at him with like, your mom is this and your girlfriend's this, you know, and just berate him. And so he, if I remember correctly, he goes to the stage and he just owns all of his shit. He says, yeah, I'm this, yeah, I'm this, yeah, I'm this, and yeah, I'm this, and now what, fucker, you know? And that is what Spirit is asking us to do, is to honor and respect all of ourselves and be like, yeah, I have seen some things. And you know what? I'm a fucking star because of it. I feel hopeful. I'm, you know, like nobody, when you have that kind of confidence, nobody can shake you. And life certainly can't, because it's too damn excited being happy for your honesty, you know? They're like, finally some honesty. We like this kid, you know? Slow clap. But yeah, you guys, as soon as we flip the switch, as soon as we make the hard decisions, as soon as we walk away from things that no longer serve us, the faster we do it, the faster our lives are going to change. And I do not feel like it's going to take, you know, 11 years for that shit to happen. You are underneath, you know, the depression or the anxiety or the worry of it all. Underneath all of that, you are empowered and ambitious. You just haven't seen yourself in the mirror like that for a really long time. Okay, but there is fight left in you here. And you're forgetting who you are. And Spirit does not want you to forget who you are any longer. Feel like I'm preaching. Okay, last thing we're going to do. What deck, guys? What deck? I want to do these crystal cards. Let's get blessings. And then we'll do a crystal card. Spirit, what blessings? If we make these choices, what can we expect on the other side of this? If we do the hard thing, if we really, really, really just fucking go for it, be brave, courageous, shake off that, what's the word, apathy? Is that the right word? Where we just stop caring altogether and we just numb and escape. Okay, if we show up and see ourselves in the mirror and honor it, yeah, duality. Okay, the light and shadow aspects. Okay, yin, yang, masculine, feminine energy. It's like a beautiful duality. Eat a banana. Take care of your health. For some of you, you might be struggling with like blood disorders. Never gotten like medical stuff before, but something might be going on with your blood. Tranquility, yeah, that peace. Okay, peace is like, when's the last time you felt peace, you guys? Clarity, okay, that clarity that we want because we want to just kind of make our money. We want to get going. Okay, third eye shit lighting up. Okay, this is what's coming for us if we just quick make those decisions and choose ourselves. Choose ourselves. Grounding, okay? Grounding's coming for us, which, that feeling like our life is spinning out of control. I've never seen Euphoria, but I want to see Euphoria vibes. Just like, isn't that like a show about drugs? And I just kind of feel like this kind of out there, waking up on somebody's floor and being like, what? Okay, grounding so that we're not, flying off into space. We are being blessed because it's like, spend some time in nature is also great, you guys. Eat a lot of root vegetables. Things that are very, like, that plunge themselves into the earth, okay? Really go for that. And finally, agreement. And I don't really understand the word agreement. Like, what it means to me is, kind of like coming into this contract with the universe. Taking this quill out and being like, okay, I agree that if I show up, like, I agree to show up. And Spirit's like, cool, I like this contract. We're going to bless you. We're going to give you this gorgeous antioxidant fruit. You're always going to bloom. You're always, with the 6 here. Healing, love, harmony. Okay. Sorry. Okay, guys, can I get a crystal for my fireflies? Oh, gosh. So any of these crystals might be great to have on hand, you guys. You don't have to buy them. You can just kind of let the energy, think about the energy as you're meditating. But carnelian, it's a card of creatives, self-confidence, self-worth, the actor stone. For those of you that really want to get out into the world and you're scared shitless, okay, carnelian is your stone of choice. Super cheap. You can find it in any metaphysical store. This is for root and sacral chakra energy. So I mentioned both. Root chakra, that stability, that foundation, okay? Feeling secure and safe within ourselves. And sacral chakra energy, that creative sexual energy where we are fertile with ideas and we're just creating, okay? Great stone to have as we transition. Obsidian protection. So this has come out for me a lot lately where you may have a lot of naysayers. You may have people in your life, telling you what to do, making decisions for you. You might be surrounded by some crazy people. Maybe, vapidness at the water cooler, just like superficial chatty Cathys. Maybe you're, work on the set of The Real Housewives. You need a lot of obsidian. Black obsidian is one of my favorites. And if you ever feel you know, anybody's sending you negative energy, or you just kind of feel like somebody doesn't have your best interest at heart. They're jealous. They're manipulative. If you're easily manipulated, Obsidian's great to have. Again, super cheap. You can find it anywhere in any metaphysical store and or online. But this is a return to sender stone, okay? And it's also for root chakra as well, to create that stability when potentially, you know, there's too much negative energy around. But this is a return to sender stone. So if, I mean, I'm not someone that has Real Housewives friends, so I feel like I don't like to give power to negative people. I just like, not to like pretend it doesn't exist, but I'm just like, whatever. Like, you're a bug on the windshield of my life. Like, ping, like, goodbye. I'm in the driver's seat. You're on the outside. You're not coming in. You're a bug. So I don't really worry. I know that I'm divinely protected. I know that my team protects me because I pray for that. And I also have Obsidian on me all the time. But if you are someone that just feels like somebody's just like really snotty at school, or somebody at the workplace is like always competitive, or if you've got like a crazy shit ass karmic partner, Obsidian, okay? Protect yourself. Also, it returns to sender, okay? When people do, now I'm like really getting into it, but if, God forbid, if people are doing spell work or something on you, any spell work that you do, you know, comes back to you. It's a rule of threes. Okay, so that's why I don't do spell work unless it involves me and setting my own intentions. Okay, I don't do shit for other people because I don't want that shit coming back to me. And also, I just think that we all deserve to have free will and choice. And again, like, people only have the power that you give them power to. So whatever, it doesn't matter. But Obsidian. So yeah, so it doesn't, it absorbs energy, but also sends it back to that person. Like, thank you, didn't order that. I don't eat meat. Like, send the burger back. Okay. Ruby, passion. I love that. My daughter's name. Is for, again, like, root and sacral chakra energies. So you guys, this is about finding your personal power and your personal authority again. Okay. And with root and sacral chakra energies, finding that stability, okay, and that creative energy, it will be fucking fantastic if you can do any of those healing energy work videos, meditations on YouTube. Just Google like root chakra meditation video on YouTube, and like a million will come up. Okay, and for sacral chakra as well. But this is going to help inspire passion in you. And if you guys, again, like, if you don't want to buy these stones, you absolutely don't have to. I highly recommend having Obsidian. Like, I have it on me all the time almost. But yeah, you can just could just consider this information, you know, just sit in a chair and meditate, like, just kind of breathe and just kind of imagine the color of ruby like overflowing you, or flowing over you, okay? But it's going to help wake you up, okay? Some of us really need a good, you know, dad coming in with a trombone, like, like, God, my voice. Yeah, like a little wake-up call, divine inspiration, light that fire under your butt, little fireflies. And then Chiasta, light past loved ones. Again, holy fucking shit. Sorry, my language is root chakra, root chakra, root chakra, root chakra. We want stability. We want to feel secure in ourselves. Our little inner children are hurt and wounded, and we want the pain to stop. Okay? And if you have loved ones that are crossed over, they are popping in here to say, we got your back, just make the hard choices. Do the hard decisions. For some of us, you know, maybe we didn't have the best relationships with the people that have crossed over. Okay, but they're here to say, hey, I know we had, you know, some not great stuff in life. You know, it was all done for you, not to you. Like, I signed up for this on the other side to be, you know, to teach you lessons so that you can stand in your power. This is a lesson of standing in our power and changing our belief systems. Full stop. Okay. Chiasta light, a little bit more difficult to find, a little bit more pricey. Ruby as well, unless you can find a little tumbled stone, but carnelian, obsidian, very easy to find. Okay, last little nugget, you guys. And then we'll call it. So everybody, I so appreciate you showing up to these Firefly videos. Anything you can do to like, share, and subscribe, it means so, so much. This little channel is growing slowly but surely, and I'm so blessed and so grateful I get to do this. But I am offering personal readings right now. So if you want like a deeper dive into your own personal experience, I'm telling you, like, general readings are great. They have been extremely helpful on my own journey, pick a card wise. But to actually get like a real legitimate reading, it's just so much more in depth and personal. So something to think about. I offer that. Check out the link in the description below. And I'm also doing coaching and mentoring. If you're just kind of stuck and stagnant in your life and you don't know how, like, if you just need that accountability, you guys, I'm here for it. I've been coaching women for over 20 years. I started in college when I was an RA. And I just kind of keep getting into it. And I love it because it fills me. So mentorship and coaching is also available. Okay, guys, last little nuggets. I gather more wisdom each day, which reminds me of that card at the beginning. Okay, with this owl here, card wisdom. Okay, and that higher learning. Okay, take that deep dive, life lessons, soul growth, study, higher learning. Always be willing to learn on this journey. Don't give up. Don't numb. Don't escape. Dive into this. You are going, like, on the other side of this, you guys, your life is going to change drastically. Holy shit. I have a balanced relationship with time. I use time well. Okay, so this is like honoring the time that we're giving, being grateful, and ultimately like that balance in our day. Not using our time to escape, but using our time for healthy things, for creation, for creating our stability by first going deep and going within. Okay, my little fireflies, you guys, I just love you so much and wishing you so much courage. Okay, sending you guys some Reiki, as I did some Reiki prior to this. So yeah, definitely feel free to comment, ask questions. Be honest in the comments. Like, how are you feeling? Pump each other up. Like, create a community here. I'd be over the moon about that. And I'm here for you as well. Okay? Love you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.